There is a link they have. There's a connection they have. There is a kind of a partnership they have with a superior set of connection that makes anytime they enter into any dynamics that involve that particular area that they are good at, that they have always been succeeding. The thing that happened yesterday happened again. Somehow, even with a mistake, somehow, something engineered, galvanized, arranged their instinct, their reflexes, their responses, their skills, something packaged in a way that at the end of the day, they come out victorious. Hello, today I want to talk a little bit about what we call patience. What is actually patience? What is it talking about? Patience. What do we mean by patience? What does it mean when somebody say he is patient? Sometimes patience has this wonderful positive connotation of wisdom, of understanding, of maturity. When this man is a very patient man, it doesn't necessarily mean that the person is wise or the person is matured or responsible or understanding. But that's what I really wanted us to talk about today. Sometimes when somebody is patient, it's not necessarily because the person is patient in the real actual sense of the word. It does mean that the person has a kind of a bluntness of sense of awareness, alertness, understanding, and a vision of the nature, the gravity of emergency that he is in, the nature of urgency, the level of challenge or danger he may have at the moment. So when somebody is unaware of this, when somebody is a kind of limited in his grasp of the state of emergency that he is in, it is very very understandable. It's very very easy for the person to have what we know as patience, to be patient at that moment. After all, his understanding, his perspective, his perception, his visual keenness should be able to let him know to what extent he is safe or to what extent he is in danger or to what extent an action is required as a matter of urgency and to what extent a relaxation is required. So, in that aspect, being patient is not necessarily mean being wise or being responsible or being mature. It just means that you are ignorant or unaware of what is happening. Sometimes one can be patient because of what I may term as a psychochemical conditioning, which is a situation where somebody maybe by virtue of the fact that he has taken a lot of alcohol or kind of a medicine, a drug that induces a kind of a relaxation, that dulls his sense of reasoning, that dulls his sense of awareness, his keenness of senses, his keenness of awareness, his alertness to things. So when he is under this influence and influence of a degree of chemical, a drug, an alcohol, or any kind of substance that affects his cerebral and autonomous nervous system, his neurochemical, dynamics balance. When he's under that influence, it is easy to be kind of put up this posture of patience, of calmness in the midst of crisis. So, having said that, let me now launch into what I really want to talk about, which is the positive aspect of being patient. Now, when you talk about patience in a positive angle, it means that this is the attitude of somebody who have managed to expand his awareness, his broadness, his level of or ambit of consciousness, of our awareness, of our alertness, to the point where he is keenly aware of the crisis on ground. He is keenly aware of the state of urgency on ground, which he is keenly aware. He is fully aware, fully conscious, fully alert to the emergency situation he has found himself, the crisis of the moment. He is aware of that. But in addition to being aware of that, he is also fully broad in his awareness. He is aware of levels of influences, levels of awareness, fields of influences far beyond the locus or that particular point of crisis, that particular situation of emergency. He is as much aware of the situation on ground, he is also aware of a broader spectrum of existence, a broader spectrum of energy, a broader spectrum of field of activity, a broader spectrum of influences, superior influences, superior to the local, to the provincial, to the local points of crisis. As he embraces this wide range, these superior influences of awareness, of influences of energy, as he unfolds his awareness to embrace these energies, these influences, the peace, the stability of this wide range, this ocean of influences of energy begin to seep in into the local, that local crisis, that point, that locus, that particular point of crisis, the peace, the energy of peace, of stability that has already stabilized this wide range of energies, of influences out there, begin to seep in into this particular locus, this local points of crisis. And by stepping into that particular energy, into the particular point of crisis, you now begin to stabilize him and enable him to relax and take actions not based on emergency, not based on desperation, not based on anxiety, but based on a depth of peace that is superior to even the logical understanding. So in that situation, in that case, we can say that the person's that exhibition of patience is out of wisdom. It is out of understanding. It is out of a superior depth of understanding, a superior depth of wisdom, a superior depth of intelligence that should not be categorically written off as that of dullness. So that is where the connotation patience is wisdom, the connotation that the patient dog is the fattest meat comes into play. So, what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say that when you have a situation on ground, a situation of crisis on ground, just like Albert Einstein said, that you cannot solve the problem when you operate from the level at which that created that problem. That problem was created at a particular level. If you want to solve a particular problem, you have to rise above the level that created that problem in the first place. So it just trying to tell you that solutions does not come by focusing on the point of problem, the point of crisis. Solution often comes to, in fact, solution normally comes when you open yourself to the wider range of energies that is already in stable condition, that is already established themselves in strength, in wisdom, in power, in process, in system. Now, by connecting your awareness to those wide range of energies, you allow the energies, those energies to seep in, to use you as a conduit to enter into that point of crisis and begin to resolve that point of crisis automatically without you doing any manual thing about it, without you doing any strenuous calculation about it. Sometimes it is important you understand that some of the people that are successful have a record of success in their life, not because they have any special trick, but because for some reason they have managed to link themselves to a superior level of energy that has made them a conduit, a conductor, a conduit through which they enter into any situation they find themselves and resolve that situation automatically. You can call it God that has entered into your situation, that uses you as a child of God and then manifest miracles. You can say that you are a footballer. You understand? You can look at Cristiano Ronaldo. For some reason, Cristiano Ronaldo, Andre Agassi of table tennis, Selena Williams, these people have managed to maintain a level of championship or superiorness in their field of training or the field of activities. Not because there's no other people, not because there's no other people around, not because that are more skilled than others, although they may claim that, but because there is a link they have. There's a connection they have. There is a kind of a partnership they have with a superior set of connection that makes anytime they enter into any dynamics that involves that particular area that they are good at, that they have always been succeeding. The thing that happened yesterday happened again. Somehow, even with a mistake, somehow, something engineered, galvanized, arranged their instinct, their reflexes, their responses, their skills, something packaged in a way that at the end of the day, they come out victorious against odds. Because we are talking about billions of people eyeing that particular point to be the champion. But somehow, one person that is the champion this year end up being the champion next year, and the champion the year after, the champion next year after. Are they the only person in the world? No. But the fact is this, they have a link that you don't have. They have a connection that you don't have. They have a field of link and connection that is unique to them alone. Now, when you discover yourself, when you discover where your own area of strength is, you stay there, you stabilize yourself there, you will have patience there, you will operate with the power there. Not because you have any special ability that may be superior to others, but because you have a link to energies that is uniquely yours, that is customized for you in a way that it manifests something that is specifically meant, the universe is meant that must come through you. That's why the best thing anybody can do to you is to help you to discover yourself, to discover that area in your life that you can only be yourself. And being yourself means leaving yourself to be used by this energy, this field of energy that produces beautiful things in life, like music. Celine Dion was a hit maker. Music after music, music after music. Is she the only musician? Mariah Carey, you know, Whitney Houston just need to open her mouth and the whole world will be spellbound. What do you think is what do you think is the secret? There's no secret. She did not go to any special training school for that. So discover yourself, and patience will come to you naturally. It will not be something you make efforts up to achieve. It will not be a muscle. It will not be a skill you learn in one school or another. How do you discover yourself? Broaden your awareness. Discover who you are when you let loose of all this contraction, all these conjections, all this holding strong of little expectations of people. And then allow yourself to be free, that life will flow through. So that's it for patience. We are going to talk about something else tomorrow, but it will be my opinion, and it is my request that you give me your own idea. Give me your own idea as to what you think about this particular topic. You know, what does patience means to you? What does your uniqueness, your truth mean to you? What does your awareness, with the word even awareness, what does it mean to you? Are you even aware of yourself? Self-awareness. I want to talk of recognizing the fact that you need, there's different influences in your life that is operational. Are you listening to me in influencing what you do and what you don't do? Are you self-aware of that? So as to be able to start making conscious choices of the influences you allow into your life. Because if you are not self-aware, you will not be conscious of the influences you allow into your life. And when you don't make conscious choice of allowing influences into your life, all the influences will be flooding into your life. You will become like a fallow ground, open to different weeds, different kind of crops, both good and bad. It's called bush for a reason. It does not have any format, it does not have any planning, it does not have any coordination, it does not have any direct specific function. It is a free for all fight, a free for all food. No, that's not who you are. You should come to a level of self-awareness that will begin to become choosy as to the influences you allow into your system, into your life, so as to see the direct link between the influences you allow into your life and what manifests in your life. Have a beautiful day, and let me hear from you soon. And if you have not subscribed, you try and subscribe so that you hear more on how to develop yourself by becoming aware of who you are, the glorious, marvelous, wonderful being you are. Thank you.